So what was your mistake with the fax machine, Alistair?
Oh, you know what? It does date us, doesn't it? A fax machine. But they were incredible things. You know, the early days before email, before all of the ease of electronic communications. I was a young marketeer. This has haunted me, this thing. And I've never told this story before. I've never shared it. There were only two people in the world who know about it, or maybe three actually. I was working late one night, and there's a lesson here that I will share afterwards. I was working late, burning midnight oil, trying to get on top of some tasks, and I had a national account manager for one of the big pharmacy chains. If you're in the UK, you can probably work out which one that was. And he said, "Oh, you know, I'm working through the pricing and the margins," and he was basically in charge of the category pricing for us, one of Andrex's big sects, one of our big product lines. And he said, "Can you fax me the price list?" So this is a very confidential document, as I'm sure you can appreciate. It's got the pricing for every retailer in the UK, from Tesco, Asda, you know, they're all on there. And everybody gets a different price because that's the nature of, you know, the job you do. People negotiate, and big stores get a better price and the smaller ones, you know, pay a bit more. And he said, "Fax it over to me." He was working from home. So I went to the fax machine. I hadn't used the fax machine before because back in the day, you had somebody who knew what they were doing, a grown up who used the fax machine for you. And I thought, okay, so, he was with this retailer. So I pressed the button for this retailer. And it's like, oh, that's not his number. Pressed another button, pressed another button. Then eventually I found him. Oh, there he is. He's there. And I pressed send. So the fax goes out. What I didn't realize is in pressing those buttons, I basically created a CC list. So it was going to not just one person, but it was being faxed to multiple people. So I had just faxed the price list for all the UK major retailers, not just to the guy that I wanted to send it to, but also to several major retailers who now had their competitors' pricing. Now, I immediately got on the phone to the guy I was sending to and said, "Whoa, I've dropped one here. What the hell? What? I'm dead. What are we going to do?" He was brilliant because he knew people who worked in those companies, and he phoned them up and said, "Look, I really need a favour. I need to get this off the fax machine and dispose of it confidentially because it shouldn't have been sent to you." And they did, or at least they said they did. He never came back to us. We never had a major. But if I'd done that, that would have been a multi-million-pound error right there, because every retailer in the UK would have come back and said, "Hang on, Tesco's pricing," because they were the big boys at the time. "Tesco's only paying this much. That's our price from now."
Yeah, that is.
And that would have finished me off. So now look, I got the lesson for you, because this is firstly, don't work late. When you're tired, you make mistakes. You don't, you know, just cut yourself some slack. Come back in the morning. You know, don't do anything ever tired. But the other thing is, it's really dangerous when you work alone. Sometimes you don't have a choice, but you have to do things. But always try to get another pair of eyes on things. Do important things together. It just helps you. And absolutely don't use tech that you don't understand and assume that because you can handle one piece of technology, you'll be safe with another. It's the modern day equivalent of emailing all of your customers the price list, which would be catastrophic, and it would have major data protection implications as well nowadays.